Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bold and the Beautiful gives Eric Forrester, John McCook, and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, super excited to launch Logan. Eric's especially thrilled because he thought his days as a designer were over. But now that Katie's accepted his offer to work with her, they're going to launch Logan together. I am wondering if along the way things go terribly wrong for Katie and Eric because they both have serious health issues. Will this exciting new adventure put Katie and Eric's lives on the line? Right now, Katie is over the moon to be launching her new fashion house, Logan. Things are much more exciting now that Eric's on board as lead designer. Things are falling into place faster than Katie imagined. Plus, she scored one of the best designers in the business. Eric and Katie are both really excited to show the fashion world, and in particular, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, that they are a force to be reckoned with. We just saw the reveal of how Eric really feels. A lot of rage and a lot of frustration that Ridge kicked him out of his own company. I will say, for a lot of people saying that Eric's being whiny when he accepted it and all that, I think we're getting a more in-depth explanation now. Eric did try to accept it. He was trying to be nice to not cause family issues, but after giving it a try and after thinking about it, he's mad. And that's understandable. I mean, who wouldn't be? Ridge kicked it out of his own company, but then he turned around and made kind of a lukewarm offer to let him come back. It was like Eric needed permission to come back to the company he founded, and he just wasn't interested in those scraps that Ridge offered. That's why he was frustrated with Donna Logan this week, because she then suggested that Eric go back to FC and work part-time. But he told Donna, no, he's not going to settle for that. Designing is Eric's main reason for getting up in the morning. It's his passion and his purpose. From his perspective, Ridge took that from him. Now, Eric said that Ridge and Brooke are about to learn a hard lesson about respecting their elders, but I think there's going to be more to this story. Eric's determined to do this, and he doesn't want Ridge and Brooke to know yet, so Katie and Eric agreed to keep it secret. A secret like that is stressful to keep. Bold and the Beautiful keeps bringing up Eric's and Katie's health issues, and they have been for a while now. We know Katie had a heart transplant years ago, and a few years back, she needed a kidney transplant that she got. Brooke and Donna said during the whole Luna Nozawa and Will Spencer pregnancy storyline how they were worried about Katie's heart. They kept harping on it. Brooke and Donna were worried that all the stress and the worry about Luna having Will's baby was just be too much for Katie. They also mentioned that they worried Katie trying to start this fashion house was also going to be hard on her health. Now we've got her keeping this big secret that Eric is her lead designer, and that's more stress to think about. On top of that, Katie's also stressed out because her relationship with Brooke is really rocky right now. Brooke is mad that Katie named her company Logan, her own last name. You know, we can debate back and forth. I know fans are divided about that. Brooke claims Katie stole the name. That's all very stressful too. Then we've got Eric also having serious health concerns. He had a stroke a few years back. He also had that near-death cancer scare a little more than a year ago. It was only thanks to Finn finding a miracle cure that Eric's life was saved. But it was touch and go, and it gave all the Forresters a big scare. That was part of why Ridge felt like he needed to force Eric into retirement, because he was worried about his dad's health, but he handled it so badly. We heard Ridge saying that he wanted Eric to ride off into the sunset and enjoy his time playing pickleball with Donna, but that's not what Eric wants to do. He's an adult. He gets to decide his future, and he wants to keep designing. That should be his decision. But now, because Ridge decided he knows better, Eric's in this position where he's chosen to sneak around, keep secrets, and hide the fact that he's designing for Katie because he is so salty about Ridge forcing him into retirement. All that stress could be really bad for Eric's health. Even this week, we had Donna freaking out because now they're all going to be lying to Brooke and Ridge. Donna is worried and said this could affect Eric's health. Donna's words could be foreshadowing that Eric's health is going to take a turn for the worse soon again. I suspect that Katie and Eric are going to plan to reveal that they are in cahoots at the Logan fashion show. That is going to come sooner than everybody expects because Eric already has a collection drawn up. He told Katie that they would be together at the end of the runway taking a bow. Obviously, Ridge and Brooke are going to be shocked to find out that Eric is Katie's lead designer and to see them together on the runway. But an even soapier outcome would be for something both bad and good to happen at the Logan show. The good would be that it is an amazing success because we know Eric's a great designer and Katie has a good head for business. I think it's going to go off well, but weeks and weeks of Eric and Katie keeping secrets could turn out really bad in the end. The second surprise at the Logan show could be one that's terrible. Right on the heels of a major success, Eric and Katie could come down the runway together in triumph, and then both collapse. I mean, that would be crazy soapy. Ridge would be horrified and afraid for Eric's life, and Brooke would be really horror-struck at the toll this has taken on Katie's health. If it did twist in that direction, Ridge and Brooke would claim they were right all along, and Logan was a bad idea. They would blame Bill Spencer if anything happens to Katie and Eric, like somehow he knew this would take such a toll on their health. But if you think about it, even if Katie and Eric both collapse, you could say that it's not starting up Logan that caused their medical crisis. Maybe designing is not the problem for Eric, and starting a business isn't a problem for Katie. I'm betting Bill would turn around and blame it on Brooke and Ridge for forcing Eric out of Forrester and basically doing the same to Katie by disrespecting her. That would be Bill's take on things. I don't believe that Brad Bell is going to keep two rival fashion houses going. I have a feeling that after a couple of months, maybe in February sweeps or May sweeps, they will eventually merge Logan with Forrester Creations. Logan is basically Forrester 2.0, with Eric as the lead designer. It would be very easy to incorporate it under the whole House of Forrester umbrella. We'll see how it goes. But it feels like all this talk about Eric's and Katie's health is some sort of foreshadowing. Maybe not. Maybe it's just Brad Bell throwing out red herrings like he does sometimes. We'll just have to wait and see if starting up Logan takes a toll on Eric's health or Katie's, and whether this effort could kill them if it goes too far. I'm sure they'll survive. I'm just not sure Logan as a design firm will survive to be independent after all this comes out. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.